but we already did this. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess we're doing this again because Shyzabox wanted more coffee or something like that. Welcome to Shyzalosophy 101. Here's your host, Shyzabox. Oh, they call us? Oh, they must have. That's our introduction. Oh, they love us. Oh, they can't get enough of us. Oh, thank you. Get out of here. And the horse you rode in on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome nuns and all. That's right, priests, rabbis, bishops, anyone. People with a beard, without a beard, no matter. Welcome, ones and all. We've got a fantastic follow-up for you today. You might be saying, I seriously doubt it. Hey, you doubt right. No, we just had another cup and we were figuring to ourselves, why don't we go ahead and kick it with all the glorious ones of individuals that want to stop by and have a cup with us, and or just stop by and grace us with their time, accidentally misclicking on the video, being like, what's this about on my feed? That's a mistake. Delete my history. Yes. Believe you me, that is how it goes at times. But once you clear that cache, you're good to rock and roll. Just like with internet sites and things like that don't want to load properly at times. Sometimes you need to just clear your history, delete the little stored cache, stuff like that, and it'll fire right back up. Or it won't, and you have a bigger issue than you thought you had. But alas, our issue today was we thought to ourselves, we need some more beverage of sorts. And what better way to enjoy another beverage of sorts than with ourselves as we enjoy it. Yes. So, we have been contemplating and debating with ourselves as far as what direction we want to go next, what we want to add to the IPFS next. We've actually been considering creating either another endeavor with or alongside the audience of, whoever wants to posit any thought into the chat of the boxification. Hell, we're thinking of making either another app or another game or something of the sorts, but doing it with the community of whoever wants to be a part of it or share their thoughts. Yo. So, indeed, we could call a game or an app Yo, but what would we do with it? So, we like the thought that you're on so far. Young forever. 52. More numbers. We can't read all those numbers. It would take the whole stream if we finished your username with all those numbers on there. But believe you me, Young Forever, we can call you Young Forever, right? Of course we can. So, Young F, as we were saying, if we called a game Yo or an app Yo, what would we do with it? Okay? What could we possibly make it fun enough for people to go to the IPFS and diddly-dally with it, okay? Yes. Okay, so yes. Okay, yes. I'm glad that we're on the same trajectory, but you're lacking a little behind there, Young F, because the thing about it is we need to decide what we're going to add to the IPFS, okay? So, are we doing a game or an app, okay? Yo, yes, make a game like Fortnite. Okay, so, oh man. All right, so I see you have a lot of lofty aspirations for a team of ones, coding abilities, and the sovereignty of what our site can withstand. All right, but hey, you want a game like Fortnite. We got to make it our own, though. We can't rip off Fortnite. That'll get us sued. Okay, now you might be saying, who cares? It's not us. Hey, Young F. That doesn't work for us. It wouldn't be too good if we got sued. They would be like, we're going to take something from you, dude. Like, is that a $28.99 watch? It sure is. No, you can't have our $28.99 watch. But alas, young F, that's what it's going to be if we get sued for ripping off Fortnite exactly, okay? So, all right, watches aside, we got to make this thing our own. How are we going to go about that, okay? How are we going to make a game like Fortnite, but not entirely at all like Fortnite, because we're totally doing our own original thing here, right? So, Young F, we can call you Young F, right? Of course we can. Young Forever, 5263. If we make a game that's totally not like Fortnite, but in the wheelhouse of something that, if one were to look at it, it were to function like a game of sorts that resembled another game that happened to be on the market, that's one thing. But we got to keep in mind, Young Forever 5263, when we are utilizing an IPFS, you need to think about it being decentralized, okay? So without there being a very cohesive harmonic structure, which we have a working swarm mesh demo which would allow for such a game to play on Web3, we got our own sovereign micro blockchain. That's how we can kind of make it and add it to it. But you're going to have to utilize probably a local component or aspect of it, unless someone wants to come off an API and just let it be universally used for whoever wants to universally use it. But believe you me, we give no advice of anyone to do that at all, because you really shouldn't. But it's not a game where I spawn and you have a pistol and you see these AIs and you kill them, they experience points, and you can kill other people to get experience points. Okay, all right, so you want like a shooter. Okay, we can do a wave shooter. All right, I'll tell you what, Young Forever 5263. We can call you Young Forever 5263, right? Of course we can. It's your username. So, Young F, go to the IPFS right now, and we have it's just a working demo we dabbled with a while ago, okay? Go there. It works better in Edge because Chrome, you got to like download and update now to run IPFS. Brave inherently has one in it and stuff. Whatever, bro. It don't matter. You load the site, okay, and go to I think it's called Shyler FPS, the Joey Sick edition, all right? It's right there on the thing. Go down a little bit. It's like one of the last games in the main brackets. After the Shay I, after Shy Pong, after the classic Shy Pong and whatnot, which is Pong. That's fantastic. Shy words on there. The Capybara Creek book tie-in, the scary poem for kids, Teresa tie-in, that's on there. All of that stuff or whatever's on there too. Bunch of free games. But go on there and you'll kind of see maybe the wheelhouse we can start getting into with our FPS capacity. We have on that, we have a closed little level and stuff that we put on there because we wanted some destructibility to it and stuff like that. And we got to fine tune. If you swap weapons, the melee weapon ain't really with it. It works. But the Shyler FPS, on the site there, it doesn't, have the open fill to it that you're probably looking for and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of when you're making a game that you're talking about having the AI and stuff like that. I'd rather piggyback off the code we already have. Because believe you me, we already have to fix seeing enemies through walls, and enemies still kind of AI beelining it for you. We got to fix our boss fights and stuff. We got our Joey mini boss in there and stuff that you fight, and we don't even got him respawning as he should. So there's a lot of stuff that as a party of one, as a developer, we inherently don't devote the time to fix, because that's not really our forte as far as what we do. It's something we kind of do on the side, but we would rather piggyback off of the engines that we kind of have built there and then flesh out a design for a working kind of game that way, if you're okay with that, and us shortcutting that instead of writing a whole new AI respondent algorithm and things of that nature. It'd just be a lot more work on our part and behalf that we don't feel like doing, if we're being honest. So, because technically we already have a working structure and cell, We'll just add to it, and then we'll make it exactly how we build it. So we're going that. We got a pistol, AIs. We already got kind of that entire structure in game. So, yeah. Oh, then take out the AIs. We don't have to take out the AIs. The AIs is fine. We already wrote AI in there and stuff for bad guys, and yeah, that's going to add to the gameplay. Like we said, if you go to the site now and do the Shyler FPS, you collect the little unicorn heads that you go around the level. We got the destructible walls and things of that nature. So we've already built the code that does that. And the first person aspect component, things of that nature. So all we got to do is kind of tweak up the skeletal structure a little bit. That's how we kind of in our code, we prefer it to be able to universally run for a variety of applicable purposes and things of that nature, because it allows for more flexibility in its inherent design and usages therewith. But that's neither here nor there. So we don't have to take out the AIs. We just don't want to have to write more AIs, but we'll happily work on our AIs that we already have and the algorithms we already have and make them better. But, that's neither here nor there. That's how that all goes. But, so, all right, we'll flesh it out. We can open up a kind of we don't, if we're being honest, we don't play Fortnite. Now, it's no surprise. It's this point in the time and show that we like to take the time to apologize for last stream as well. Let's check in with the booth real quick. Hey, put management on the phone. Yeah, hey, we're about to issue the blanket apology. Yep, legal disclaimer. Everything here is for philosophical entertainment and value. Yep, use at your own risk. That's right. All right, yep, legal disclaimer, of course, yep. Yep, everyone assumes all personal responsibility, liability for themselves and their own usages therewith. Yep, of course, yep. Excellent, all right. So, at this point in time in the show, we'd like to apologize for last stream. Sorry about that. All right, excellent. Can you show me the whole setup? What? What whole setup? Our mom's basement? You mean this setup? Is that what you're referring to? These are just our books behind us. You want to see our books? They're on Amazon.com. You can buy them. No. Or you can read them on the Kindle of the Unlimited, like the background. Yeah, let us get out of the way. Let us stop. Yeah, we don't want to do this pesky show. Check out the background. Yeah, we got, all right. Well, let us take you on a tour of our lovely background. Bob lent us a hand creating the set. Thanks, Bob. Excellent. Here's how we drive our subscriber count way up into the ones of subscribers. That wasn't a joke. It's how we get our subscriber counts up into the ones of extras. Again, it's not something to laugh at. Anything that works. We got wacky, waving, inflatable, flailing arm guy. That's right. He brings all sorts of people to the channel, and they're like, upvote this video, share this link. People want to see what the hell this thing is. The only problem is when Bob was helping us with the set, he kind of lost an extremity, and you know that whole lawsuit thing we were talking about earlier, how it's not good to be sued? Hey, Bob. High five on that one. Thanks for not suing us. Point being, anything that drives people to the show, we are all for. Whatever gets us that giant payday. You might be saying, what? Is that it? Show us the rest of the set. Well, there's not really much more to see. You want us to peddle our literary works? Don't buy this one physically. Delectable? This book right here, you know why? Because we had to raise the price of it to $250. Because we proved our monographing of lectin when we created our sovereign micro blockchain. IPFF the S's. You might be saying like, oh, makes sense, okay. Digitally, though, you can still get it digitally for cheap. But physically, no, if you didn't get it early on, it's $250 now. We had to raise the price and play by academics rules, which we don't like to play by too much. You know, we did the whole college thing. we did the whole graduation thing, and believe you me, when we started doing cosmological philosophy and things of that nature, there's one school in the U.S. that does it, way out to the west. The big JC's in the house. Now it's a party. That's right, the big JC. Welcome to the second cup of the day. You might be saying, I'm glad I missed the first one. Good one. Yes. If only we had missed the first one too, but then we wouldn't have had a second. And believe you me, we wouldn't have been able to peddle our wares and start to come up with this thing. All right, let's catch up the big JC, because believe you me, if there's one thing that, needs to be done, he has all root access. Okay, you don't have to take our word for it. You can verify it with himself. He has all root access, okay, to our dearest buddy or whatever. He's actually one of our buddies' and whatnot, so that makes him our buddy too. But our philosophical buddy Jimmy Jams, okay? He can get you all root access, all right, to his buddy there or whatever, okay? And he happens to be, all right, but that's just how it works out. Don't worry about it. But we got to catch him up. All right, so we were going, look at this. Can I see the whole basement? No, you can't see the whole basement. You think we got just portions of Bob hanging here that are all right to see? Of course we do. Thanks, Bob, for proving the point. You can't see the rest of Bob. That's a little too crazy. All right, you can see some of the basement. All right, but this isn't something that we like to do. Elliot Garcia E7X. Can we call you Elliot Garcia E7X? Of course we can. All right, E-Dog. So, E-Dog, we'll show you a little bit more of the basement. All right, but believe you me, it's not a pretty picture. It's not a pretty sight. And if we show you, go to Cashapp and give us a buck, because it means that we had to get up and do something. All right. Jeez. All right. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh, this shit sucks. Hey, who was that? Dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh, your lighting sucks. Hey, jerks. That's our sovereign guard. Hey, all right, put that back. Oh, get it back over there. Ah! Okay, there you go. That was the free version. You want to see the rest of it? That's a paid tour. That shit costs money. Excellent. All right. Gee, you know what? We've been way over here. Just got to stroll back in. Oh, jeez. Get out of here. And the horse you rode in on. Excellent. Yes. So, we hope you enjoyed this tour. That should be like, hell, you should want to go to Amazon.com, search Shyzabox books, and buy Delectable for $250 now. That way, Amazon still makes more off of it than we do. Yeah. Good for them. No, don't do that. That book's expensive. Buy it digitally if you want it. Or read it for free on Kindle Unlimited. Do a free trial. Read it. We get 0.04 cents for each page read. Believe you me, that adds up to ones of cents in no time. That's good money. You think we don't still pick up pennies? It's not funny. It's more kind of sad. Okay, we get it, Internet. Yeah. Sad guy lives in the basement. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Now we can reevaluate our life. We don't need your help. Yeah. What is that shit stuck? Stop doing that. It's not funny. Overplayed. That humor is done. No one does that anymore. We wash our hands of it. And believe you me, if there's one thing that the internet likes to do, it's touch internet celebrities. So go ahead, reach through right now. Touch us through your camera. Yes. Okay, that's enough. We don't know where you've been. Believe you me, you can never be too careful. Hold on, management's calling. What do you want? We're doing the show. Okay, we'll catch up. All right, so management wants us to get back to work and read this ones of chat. Rockefeller approved obedient revenue generating techs, kettle degrees, and diplomas. Well, there you go. you see the big JC himself has updated you with all that they have. Metallic tender discs. Well, excellent. Now that the tender discs are in line, the IPFS is up and running, you can go play Shyword or Shyzapong and have fun with a little interference modern hat floating around, interfering your gameplay as you try and protect your goal from your opponents or the computer if you're playing single player against the computer. Doesn't matter. Point is that we're telling Young Forever that we was going to make a game, and boy did we get sidetracked. But believe you me, that's okay, cause that's almost like we don't have to now. We can get out of doing any work at all. No, it's just disappointing one fan. We disappoint people all the time. It's the old bait and switch routine. We think that since big companies do it, why shouldn't everyone else? Oh, so you don't like that. Well, then I guess we won't do that. That's right. All right, so where were we, Young Forever? We're going to make a game. And believe you me, it's not anything like Fortnite, because that would get us in legal trouble. But we're going to make a game where you're kind of in an area and you can do stuff. And there's kind of pickups and weapons and things of that nature. But, believe you me, and when we sent Young Forever to the IPFS there, and we got a little working demo of Shyler FPS, the first-person shooter that we made on there, you can go check it out, because, we were just kind of showcasing that we could make destructible environments, and then we were playing with making our own AI and stuff, because we never got into game development, design, anything like that. We're just kind of, fiddling around, and it's some good fun. And believe you me, why not offer that good fun to anyone who wants it, or work with those in conjunction with checking out the show and things of that nature, and we can come up with a little game together. We'll put it on the site, and we can all play it for free. How about that? That's right. You don't even got to pay for it. Let's develop a game and create a game right now on this stream. We'll create it. We'll put it on the IPFS, and then we can all play it. Now, if we're making it, it's going to kind of be mediocre to suck, okay? Well, we can make a decent game, but we got to make it, together and stuff like that. So, keep those ideas coming in. We got a game that's totally not Fortnite, as far as a concept, and design, things of that nature. But keep the meat away from Joey. Well, that would be the best game that we could fathom playing or coming up with all day. If we did keep the meat away from Joey Fortnite, think reverse Fortnite. Think Night Fort. Okay? That's right. Night Fort. It's where you go around the fort at night, avoiding Joey's meat. That's right. I think that you're onto something, the big JC. I think with you and Young Forever getting these ideas out here into the stratosphere, we can really merge that all together and come up with a unique gameplay and design that will work for everybody and that we will all inherently love. That's right. That's something to celebrate, Internet. How often do you get to see something come to fruition on a stream like that? Not often. Believe you me, there's probably a reason for that. No, we'll see. All right, so we haven't really nailed down any concept or design, so we're really going to need you guys to step it up. If it's from Joey, it's a no-y. Absolutely. And once again, that just reiterates kind of the core concept of the game now, if we're being honest. When Joey's throwing his meat sticks at you, and you're like, no, it's from Joey. There's no other way to beat around the bush, for being honest, than to just avoid it entirely. So we got to think to ourselves, how can we incorporate a game mechanic or a gameplay loop to that of which Joey's meat sticks are not what you're in the wheelhouse for. And believe you me, we have an idea. Okay? Now, young forever, you're probably not going to like this idea, but we're going to incorporate some of your ideas with it. So it'll be kind of all right. Maybe you'll like some of it. Don't worry about it. So we'll do a field kind of background, but let's go 2D game, okay? Because that's going to run the best, and it'll be fairly playable and okay. All right? Now, how about one of those runner games where, like, you're running and Joey's chasing you, so it'll be an auto-scroller. You're running, Joey's chasing you, and he throws meat sticks at you, right? And as you're running, you got to avoid some obstacles, jump over them, some, this, that, the other, maybe a double jump. As you're avoiding obstacles and the meat sticks are coming, they're destroying, like, the level that you're passing, okay? Kind of like one of those runner things where you're avoiding Joey's meat sticks. If it's from Joey, it's a no-y. So that's definitely possible. And we can do the kind of aesthetic of the totally not Fortnite look, okay, to a 2D rendered version of a open-y, kind of grassy, kind of layout feel and field. It won't look anything like that. Because, believe you me, it won't. But it'll be like we took that idea, Young Forever, and you were a part of the process of giving away your free intellectualness for free. But, believe you me, all ones of the people that play the game will thank you. Or they won't. They won't even know you had a hand in its creation. But, believe you me as well, maybe they will. Maybe they will. Or they won't. I don't know. Point being, that sounds like a pretty ironed out, kind of game there. So now tweak it. Now make it something else. Now make it different. That's up to you. Avoid Joey's meat while keeping your meat away and protected. Excellent. I like that. So like you're running with a tray. You got your meat on a tray. You're running. You're running. Ah, there's an obstacle. Oh no, I hit it. Ah, and you drop one of your meats. Oh, there goes a meat. Oh, shite. There goes one of my meats. Yeah, 3 hits and then you're done. We could do that. Or 3 hits and then Joey gets you. Believe you me, if Joey gets you, it's game over. Across the board. So, it's from Joey, it's a no-y. But I think that's actually pretty doable. I think that is pretty doable. All right, Joey's meat sticks throwing at you, kind of a side-scrolling runner in the realm and wheelhouse aesthetically of a brighter kind of, grassy knoll type feel and look to it aesthetically. More or less so. Blue skies, white clouds, grass, some jumpy things that you jump over, maybe a gap or two. I don't know. Point is that we're getting a fleshed out design now. And you might be saying, how long is this going to take? Are you really going to make this game? Why not? If we got time, absolutely. And believe you me, unfortunately, we have time. Now, we're waiting to hear back from Foundations of Physics if they accept our article for their publication and whatnot. And then we get a DOI number, and it's a lot easier to kind of do stuff when you have a DOI number because then you're not just piling more and more onto what's already not understood or comprehended and or accepted. Okay, if we're being honest. So we have our fingers as crossed. Crosses yours with us. We would love those well wishes and things like that. And we welcome peer review for all of our work. That's why we have our open Kaggle notebooks and things of that nature. Please. Yeah, check behind us. We don't want to be incorrect or wrong. We just offer a very novel addition, okay, to some foundational physics and things of that nature. So as we wait to hear from Foundation of Physics and things of that nature, and hopefully, fingers crossed, get that DOI number as our article is under consideration, things of sort, we get to do whatever. So we'll make these games and we'll make apps in our working swarm mesh demos and our, audit tools and things of that nature for material, components and aspects. And we'll have some fantastic fun while doing so, because we'll make these little games and endeavors with the community of all the ones of you who feel like participating in its creation. That's right. So, Young Forever, Big JC, we got a good thing here. All right, it's sounding all right. We got a fleshed out thing. Anyone else is welcome to chime in with any other ideas to pivot the game, make it entirely different, change its gears, okay? What other components or aspects, all right? There's some working demos and things of that nature that we have gameplay-wise on the site. You can go to the link in the descriptification, things of that nature, and check out some of the stuff, all right? How would you like for this to go? Otherwise, it's pretty much going to be a side-scrolling kind of runner, avoiding Joey's meat, okay? Now, you laugh, Internet, but believe you me, if it's from Joey, it's a no-y. That's right. There's one thing that, would definitely disgust some people and turn them off. It's coming to the realization that, Joey found a way to throw just a little piece of himself, a little piece of himself. Here comes Joey. I mess everything up. I'm Joey. He doesn't talk like that. You wish he talked like that. Here comes Joey, meat and all. Little pieces of himself. And he comes. And he says, well, we're not even going to tell you what he says, but he has a little piece of himself. And he puts it right up to where you are in the camera. And now Joey's in your house. Ah! Sick! We had to get him the hell out of here. Can't believe that worked. If you don't want Joey in your house anymore, you got to forward this to 12 of your friends. Or something. Or I don't know. Not really. We're joking. It's almost like one of the chain letter mails. Only it's not. We kid. Yes, it was very funny. It's all for philosophical entertainment. Point is that where were we? Yes. Joey's in your house. No. Get Joey out. Open the windows and doors. Waft him. He can't stand soap. Liquid soap. Gets rid of him. Fast. Ah! Then it's not a problem. That's right. Celebrate Internet. It's the one way that you're able to do it. Stay strapped for exactly these moments. That's right. That's right. And believe you me. That's right. All right, excellent. So, where were we? We got the game pretty ironed out. Side scroller, little runner. If we're being honest, we kind of been wanting to do one of those for a while. So it kind of just merges what we were already going to do with what everyone else was already wanting us to do. But we all work together. That's what's going to make it even better than what we would have done on our own. Because now we know what to focus in on, what to go with, what aesthetically, meat-wise, Joey brings to the party that you need to not let come in, right? You need to tell Joey once and for all, no, Joey, we will not allow you to disrupt our lives, to destroy our games, to ruin our movies and our culture anymore. No, Joey. If it's from Joey, it's a no-y. That's right. You might have been saying, I thought it was going to be something else. Well, you thought wrong. Nope, it was going exactly where we wanted it to and where it did. But believe you me, if there's another component or aspect or area of concern. It's what to call this bad boy. We can title it, pretty much whatever we want, as long as it's not something that's already titled and we don't, rip off anyone's, kind of thing. Okay? That's why we got to make our own. So, the first word earlier was yo. Then we had yes. And then we're wanting the tour of the whole basement. And from there now, we just need a name for the game. Okay? It's got to live on something. It's got to have some element or aspect component to it that in itself is fantastic or fun or anything like that. So, what's it going to be? Do we know? All right. Now, I guess it's to be determined, to be thought up, to be created when we do that of the creating. But nothing wrong with that, and nothing wrong with getting it to the point that we shall, so that it becomes readily available for all ones of you that want to play it. That's right. And believe you me, there should be at least 3 of you that want to play it, because you all had your hands in it. Mostly. For the most part. It takes us all working together to really make the great things possible. So, let's work together and go to Amazon and get our book sales on Transmutating God way up from what they are. Because they're at 0 copies sold. We should sell at least 1. So someone's got to bite the bullet and take that one. Someone go buy Transmutating God. Ironically, if someone already does that, someone's going to go have to buy some crappy poetry too. I mean, great poetry. Subjective. Don't worry about it. How poetry, cometry, how cometry, poetry. We can't read it. It's backwards. Nah, don't worry about it. You're lucky not everything is. But yeah, someone buy Transmutating God. Someone buy the poetry book. Someone buy Pickled Punk Philosophy. This one's soaked in brine. And it doesn't even smell like it. Okay, it might smell like it a little bit, depending on where it gets printed at and locationally. You never know. But the point is, someone's going to have to bite the bullet and go, acquire some of those, because we got a game to make now. So as we're on that, someone's got to buy us lunch. So, we can't be expected to buy our own stuff, right? Oh, I guess we can be, but it's why we peddle our wares. That's right. Fantastic. Well, it all works out then. We'll go and create that free game that, in essence, ends up costing you. Congrats on publishing all your books. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Very, very kind. Yes, we enjoy getting that of which is thought out into the stratosphere of that of which who can partake in going through it, maybe playing with it, interacting with it, and seeing with where it takes them or they go from that point on. But thank you. Yes. Now, as we were saying, as we move forward, we'll get this game up. We'll get it running. We'll try and get something up sooner than later, all right? And if we're able to knock it out and get it done in a super timely manner, all right, or at least a working iteration thereof, okay, then we will thusly attempt, all right, to come back and maybe even have a 3rd cup on the day. Now, huh? We can't promise that we'll be back for a 3rd cup, okay? We already have plenty of games to keep you occupied right now on the IPFS, okay? It's all free. You go there, you can play the Shy Word, you can play the Shyzapong, all of that, okay? But this game that we're making together, all right, the in essence, the Joey Runner from Joey, okay, and then the name, we'll figure it out because no one gave it to us. We will be back with that up and running, iteration, at least a version, a working version, something, a stab, a trial, maybe version 1.0. We'll adjust, we'll talk about it, we'll discuss it, and we'll go from there. That sounds like a plan. So, if we get it done in a timely manner, all right, and someone buys us lunch by buying all of our wares that we peddle, okay, then obviously it makes us work all the harder. We're just joking. You don't have to buy any of our stuff, okay? You read it for free with a Kindle Unlimited free trial. We get 0.04 cents per page read. That's right. Don't cost you a dime. And eventually, we get $1. So, we're going to depart with that. We'll get a game up and running. We'll adjust the site a little bit. And then hopefully we'll be back with a third iteration and a third cup to go. And we'll touch base and have it up and running on the next stream. So, hang tight. Go to the IPFS. Go to the description now. Get the link. Check out the stuff that's there. We will be making the game that we created now together today on this stream. Mostly with the couple chime-ins that you guys did. We'll get it up and running. And we'll have a working game for you guys to, play with on the next stream. So you don't have to watch that one either. I guess it's really not a good way that we're doing it, having people go to the sovereign micro blockchain to play free games and stuff while we're streaming, so then they don't watch it. Hey, I guess it's a loophole to get out of all of our content. You get free games out of it. Who cares? We don't want your subscription. We want your money. Downvote the shit out of this. Go to Cashapp and give us $1. Get off our lawn.